I'm Jason Victor Sarinas. I'm here with Nuno Vitorino of Innuos, Portugal-based Portuguese company. And we are talking about the new Stream3, about which I know nothing. I have the statement NG and the Fenix Net Switch in my house, and I have the upgraded umbilical cords, which really make a big difference, which I highly recommend. But where does the Stream3 fit in your total line of products?
Well, thank you first for coming to visit us. We're introducing here the new Stream series, so that's the Stream1 and the Stream3. So we have a new, this comes at the entry level of our lineup. So we decided to refresh as well the entry level systems we have, so that we are simplifying our range. We currently have the Zen Mark III music servers, and then we have the Pulse network streamers. We're replacing that with the Stream1 and the Stream3, so streamlining from 6 to 2 products. And the reason is that these products are now a lot more flexible in their use. So you can have optional output modules on them. So you can have an integrated DAC, you can have dedicated USB reclocker outputs, I2S, optical coax, AES modules that you can choose to whichever are best. Or if you want to use it as a server only, you may choose not to have any output at all. Also, in terms of storage, that becomes now user upgradable. So you can purchase it without any storage, and then you can add storage as an M2 stick at any time, so that you can add up to 8 terabytes of storage.
Up to 8 terabytes.
Up to 8 terabytes of storage in the unit. And this becomes, so this is a trickle-down technology that we've been doing from the Zen Next Gen and the Zenith Next Gen to make it more flexible. You can use it as a streamer only, you can use it as a server only, or you can use it as both a server and a streamer. So with the Stream1, which is the half-width version of this, you have a separate linear power supply that you can use, and this one is the full width version, full aluminum chassis with our active rectification power supply with the CX regulation modules. So that's something that we're bringing as well from the next gen series into this more affordable series that we have.
Given all the options, I feel like I'm going a Chinese restaurant family dinner. So what are we talking about price from the very simplest thing all the way to the top? We won't have to go to everything in between.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the Stream1 starts at $2,800. So that can be kind of the entry gateway. Then you can expand with the power supply and the optional modules. This one will be closer to $7,000 as a base unit, and then depending on the output modules, or if you want to pre-built storage, we can add it in there as well.
So you say will be. So that means it's not available for purchase yet?
It's not available yet. So we're introducing here and we're showing the prototypes. We expect this to be available in the next couple of months.
And in terms of parts and tariffs and what's happening in our little corner of the universe, how affected are you by all of that? I mean, are there things in here like capacitors or whatever that are made in China?
No. In fact, we actually take a lot of components from all over the world, but we have a lot of components from the US here, we have a lot of components from Europe here, we have some components as well from Asia here. So it's actually quite varied, but we're taking, our stance is to wait and see. Let's see how things develop, and then we'll adapt accordingly to that. It's a very dynamic situation.
Dynamic is one way to put it. So, I'm a little confused. So, if you're replacing some products with this, the new line is going to read in terms of model names what?
Okay, so that starts with the Stream1, then we'll have the Stream3, then will come the Zen Next Gen, the Zenith Next Gen, and our statement.
Got it. Got
so
it.
it becomes much simpler now.
So we don't have to worry about taking our pulse. The pulse is gone. We'll find the pulse in the music. Okay, and I know that you always show the statement Next Gen with the Fenix Net Switch.
Correct.
Because it reclocks the signal and it really does take the sound up a level. Do you recommend something like the Fenix Net Switch for this?
In fact, what we will do is we'll start building specific units of the Ethernet switch for this line as well. So we'll have one unit that's going to be matching specifically for the Stream1, one unit to match specifically for the Stream3, so that they all look the same. You can stack them up together, and each one of them for each level of our series will design a level of switch to go with that. So all with increasing levels of performance. So that's something that will be coming on the coming months.
Oh, you're rather busy, aren't you?
Very, very busy. and in fact, it's not just the hardware that keeps us busy. We're introducing Sense 3.3 with the new Stream series. This includes now Spotify Connect. We have Qobuz Connect as well. That's implemented. It's currently in beta, so Qobuz will release that soon. We also have, with these units, an infrared sensor here, so that you can have a separate remote control with presets where you can play music at the touch of a button. So you can associate on our software a playlist, radios, mixes, so that you can actually turn it on from the remote, click a button, and it starts playing your music right away. We have also our smart cue technology, where if your music cue ends, we get automatically music to fill in that's similar to what you've been listening. And you can
turn. You don't have to have.
No, you can turn it off.
Right, like room radio that all of a sudden playing when you thought everything was going to be silent.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference in what we do, in the sense that you can fine tune how you want that music to come. So you have a slider with 5 options that you can go from. Okay, only play music that's already on my library, so that I already know, that I love, and we'll pick up, mostly on your favorites or on music you have there, and you can play mostly from there. Or you can go to the other extreme and say, I only want new music. So if you're suggesting new music to me, only find music that I don't have in my library, artists that I haven't heard before, and I want something new. And then you have combinations. You can say, okay, it's mostly my library and some new, or mostly new and some from my library, or I want it 50-50. So you can actually fine-tune this to your taste. So because it depends a lot on your mood. Maybe you're on the mood to discover new music, or you just want something that it's a known quantity and you want to play from there.
So A, this is really cool, and B, I think I have to kind of revise my Chinese menu, analogy, and start talking about the Portuguese menu. Are Portuguese restaurants like this as well, where you have?
They're quite varied.
Yeah, okay,
that's
great.
Very true.
Great. So someone could start at the very bottom and build all the way up without having to trade in and get a new unit?
Correct. So each series, so if you have a Stream1, you can start with the main unit. You can add the optional linear power supply. That power supply now has an extra output as well. It's been an upgraded unit with new Mundorf caps, the better CX regulation as well. And there's a second output to power the future Ethernet switch, so that you don't need any more boxes. So you can just buy the Ethernet switch, and if you have the linear power supply, you can connect it directly there without any extra boxes.
And we're talking about, again, umbilical cords?
Yeah, correct.
So are we going to have 2 levels of umbilical cords?
Well, we also allow partners from cable companies to build their own cables. So we do it as standard connectors. They can build their own cables, and then it gives you some choices as well on how to upgrade those cables, both for the main unit and for the Ethernet unit when it's released.
Wow, that's exciting, because I have DCS Varese now as a reference, and other companies are working on building their Actus cables to their specifications.
Exactly.
And I don't think anybody knows how that's going to sound, or the variations with the different flavors. So that's really interesting to
Yeah, we know how much of an impact the cables can have on your sound. And we're a music server company. We're not a cable company. So we like to give that opportunity to allow even to extract more music. So it gives you a very flexible system to grow with you. So you can actually take it to a very high level, even with just the Stream1. And with the Stream3, we can go further on, particularly in terms of the output modules. We have a new DAC that we've implemented. So that's the DAC one that it's compatible with both the Stream1 and the Stream3. So you can have a streamer and DAC in the same device.
Oh, wow.
And with the Stream3, we have a new Fenix DAC. And this leverages a lot of our knowledge in terms of the power supplies to power both the digital and the analog part of the DAC. We have a dual mono architecture. We're using OCXO clock, femto clocks for the DAC as well. So we expect a really good performance in a single unit.
And I think it would be good to wrap, but I want to just say one thing. When you mentioned the different services in your new Sense app, and is that coming to the Statement NG as well?
That will come, that old software will come to every single system we have, including the existing ones that are already on the market. So that will come as a software update and will be available to everyone.
Great. And one of the things that you're going to now have available is a portal for Idagio, am I correct?
That's right. That's already
service?
available. So
Okay.
that's live already. So we have the Idagio streaming there, and we're working to integrate more streaming, particularly also in terms of classical music. So in the next few months, we'll have a few more surprises on that space.
Ooh. And how many countries are you in at this point?
If I'm correct, about 47 countries.
And how many years has Innuos been in existence doing
Well,
this?
we've launched our first line of products in 2016. So we're getting to 10 years from the launch of our system. I think next year will be a big year for Innuos.
But nonetheless, this is really pretty impressive growth. So that says something about the product. And on that note...
And the team.
And the team.
And the
Thank
team.
you.
Very,
The
very
the
important.
team. So there's somebody who's hiding in the background here. Come over here. So we'll catch you. So this is Amelia Santos, everyone.
Hello.
And
Nice to
when you're
meet
talking
everyone.
about the team, you're talking about Amelia Santos, who is a software engineer. What
As well, yeah.
all
I'm a
that.
computer science engineer
Right,
as well, and
right.
then moved more into management, and that's why I'm the CEO of the company.
Right. So it totally is a team, and having visited Portugal, I can say this is the truth.
There's 50 members behind us making sure that everything works well, so it's not just an effort from the two of us, and we need to recognize
Absolutely.
that because we have a wonderful team.
And on that note, have a most wonderful day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.